This conference will now be recorded. This conference will
Okay, so
now be
last topic.
recorded.
Sorry, last few days I was not feeling well. It's fine now. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. How are you feeling now?
Morning. No, yeah, fine here now. Fine, it's fine. Yes, last class for the topic. Guys, last class for the topic.
Uh,
Yeah. Last class we are
I mean,
discussing
we
overriding
completed.
concept. Huh?
Yes, we completed the 6 cases. I think 3 cases were left.
Structuredtest.com/ okay. So Java, core Java, no? Java, no? Core Java 9 a.m. class. WordPress.com/Java 9 a.m. class. The password is Java. Just you can check the method overriding. Overriding, we discussed the cases, right? Yeah, I think how many cases complete case total? 6 cases are
6.
completed in last day, right? Yeah, overriding means what? Implementation is already present with the parent class, but the child is not satisfied with the parent implementation. Then the child can override the parent method to write the child specific implementation, right? Yes, overriding means already implementations are there in the parent class, right? Implementations are there in the parent class. So when the faculty said overriding, think like implementation is already present in the parent class, but the child he don't want the parent implementation, then we can override the parent method in the child class to write the child specific implementation, right? Yeah, last class how many rules are complete total here? Total 6 rules are complete, right? Good. See guys, today class bit important. We will see like parent p equal to new child. Parent p equal new child. The meaning of the parent p equal new child is class parent. You can take the class child. Child extends which class guys? You know? Guys, child extends which class? Parent class. Up to last class, you are creating object of parent class. To create the object of parent class, parent p equal new parent. To create the object of child class, child c equal to, yeah, child c equal what guys? New child, right? Child c equal new child. Because parent p equal new parent, child c equal new child. This is like parent object and child object, right? Exactly. But today class, I'll go with so parent, yeah, the parent, yeah, parent p equal to what? New child, right? Parent p equal new child, guys. parent p equal new child means what? The parent class can hold which object here? Child object, right? Guys, the parent class can hold which object? Child object, right? The parent class can hold which object? Child object, right? Exactly. Because the parent class can hold a child object, guys, but the child is equal to new parent. This is valid or invalid means this is invalid. Then what the conclusion, guys? Here, the parent class can hold. Tell me, guys. Parent class can hold. Can
Child class
hold
object.
child object, right? Guys, parent class can hold the child object, guys. Good, exactly. Guess what the advantage of parent is holding the child object means? What is the advantage we will see? Because parent p equal new child, what the advantage of the parent p equal new child? We will see the example. So see guys here, to understand this point, let me take the interfaces, guys, basically. So interface I'll discuss next class, maybe day after tomorrow. But just one example I'll take about interfaces. I will talk about interfaces. The interfaces to declare the functionalities of the project, guys. This interface purpose is what? To declare the functionalities of the project. Okay. Productpage.com slash, okay, productpage.com slash for Java, because evening class I done this example, small example for Java 430. Good. Yes, polymorphism. If you take one example about interfaces, in the interfaces, the interface contains declaration part, guys. Declaration means which contains like two, yeah, interface birds is there. Yes, interface birds I taken. So interface birds. The birds contains how many declaration, guys? Here. Yes, basically the interface is used to declare the declaration part, basically. Used to declare the declaration part, right? Interfaces for the declaring the functionalities, guys. So now birds contains how many declarations here? Fly is there, ends with semicolon, swim is there. Fly and swim is there, right? Exactly. Because if interface contains the declaration part, write the implementations in the implementation class. Write implementations in implementation class. What implementation class here you can see? Class parrot class. Parrot class implementing birds, because it is interface, right? Interface means we have this implements keyword. Okay. Class parrot implements the bird. Parrot can fly. Parrot cannot swim, right? Guys, parrot can fly, but parrot cannot. Parrot cannot swim, right? Exactly. And the same way, one interface contains one implementation class, or multiple implementation classes means definitely multiple implementation classes. Can I take one more implementation class? Class penguin class is there. Because penguin class is also implementing the bird interface. Penguin cannot fly, but penguin can swim, right? Exactly. Because interface contains the two declarations. Parrot class is providing its own implementations. Penguin class is providing its own implementation. Now tell me, guys, interface birds contains how many implementation classes? Guys, interface birds contains how many implementation classes? Please
Two.
respond. Two implementation classes, right? Exactly. Because interface birds contains the two implementation classes, which is like parrot class and what? Penguin class, right? Parrot class and penguin class. But observe the client code, guys, once. I see as a client, he can ask the parrot information or penguin information. The client required either parrot information or penguin information, so that I can take the two methods. Test to client class contains how many methods? So two methods. Void parrot info is there, which expecting the parrot object. Penguin info is there, which expecting the penguin object, right? As parrot info, parrot object, penguin info, penguin object. In that case, what if any parrot, some clients who need the parrot information, then he can call the parrot info by passing which object, guys?
Parrot object.
Parrot object. The guys who need the penguin information, so that they can call the penguin info by passing which object here? Penguin object, right? Guys, here arguments are what? Arguments are parrot object and penguin object, right? Guys, this client code is clear, everyone? Guys, parrot info expecting like parrot object. Parrot info expecting like parrot object. Penguin info expecting like penguin object. The guys who need the parrot information, they can call the parrot info by passing the parrot object. The guys who need the penguin information, they can call the penguin info by passing which object here? Penguin object, right? Yes or no? That is the information, guys. Guys, can please save this code to local disk E. The file is called test.java file. Test.java file. Then you can compile this code. Java's application is called what? Test.java. Which class contains main method here? Which class
Test
contains
client.
main method means test client contains main method. So we have to execute the test client class, right? Exactly. Guys, we can get the message like parrot can fly, parrot cannot swim, penguin cannot fly, penguin can swim, right? Penguin cannot fly, but penguin can swim, right? Yeah, that is the information we got. Parrot can fly, parrot cannot swim, penguin cannot fly, penguin can swim, right? That is information, guys. But see, observe one point here. Assume like I have the 5 birds information, guys. I have the 5 different implementations are there. Then how many methods we have to take here now? Yes, if you have the 5 different method implementations, 5 different implementation, then how many method names you have to take? Guys, please respond. If your 5 different implementations are there, then how many method names we have to take? Definitely 5 methods we have to
Fine.
take, right? But
Yes.
taking
Five
the
methods.
5 methods for the 5 implementations recommended or not recommended?
Not recommended.
Then can I take one method which can take any type of implementation, right?
Yes.
Yes, can I take only one method? That method can take the any type of implementations. Even though if you have the 5 implementations, it can take any type of implementation. So that can I take the void info method, only one method? Guys, I said like this method can take any type of implementation. This method can take any type of implementation means here can I pass the parrot object or penguin object or can I pass the bird object?
Bird object.
Yeah, exactly. Because once if you pass the birds object here, because this is the parent type, right? This is the parent type. These are the two are the child types, right? In that case, here if you pass the birds directly, birds B, then the birds can hold the parrot object and penguin object, both objects or not? Guys, yes or no? Please respond.
Yes.
If you pass the birds information here, so that here we can pass the parrot object because the birds can hold the parrot object, the birds can hold the penguin object also, right? Then both cases it will work, right? Guys, that is the advantage of which object, guys? Parent p equal to parent p equal neutral, right? Here the parent class is holding the all the child information, right? Yes, yes or no? Hmm? Good. Then you can compile this code, guys. Definitely code is compiled fine. No issues in that. Code is executed fine. Java client code. So parrot can fly, parrot cannot swim. Penguin cannot fly, penguin can swim, right? Penguin can swim. As a stream. Yes, which one is recommended? Is that case first this implementation is recommended, next one is recommended. Definitely second implementations are recommended. As you got the clarity about the parent p equal new child, right?
Yes, sir.
This is very important conclusion, guys. This interface is contains a declaration. Just we'll understood that just that interface birds is there which contains 2 declarations. The interface contains how many implementation classes? Parrot and penguin class. Okay, so these 2 are the implementation class of the birds. In that case, one case is what this is the problem, guys. What the problem here? We are creating one object and multiple objects. Here we are creating. Here we are creating one object, multiple objects, right? Here we are creating multiple objects, guys. Like multiple methods, right? Not objects, multiple methods we declared. For every implementation, I declared one method. Parrot information, one method is there. Penguin information, one method is there, right? For every method, one implementation I taken. Instead of that, you can take the one method. That method can take any type of my object, right? Guys, everyone is clear, right? Exactly. Example 2, guys. If we take example 2, one more small conclusion, guys. In application level, small conclusion is there. Yeah. Yes, previously interface birds contains how many declarations? Yes, previously interface birds contains how many declarations? Which contains 2 declarations, right? Interface birds contains 2 declarations means, yes, interface birds contains 2 declarations here. Then parrot is overriding the 2 methods, penguin is overriding the 2 methods, right? Exactly. But now we can see interface message is there. Interface message is there. Ratan class implementing the message interface. If Ratan is implementing message interface, I'm overriding which method, guys? I'm overriding which method? Yes, along with the overriding methods, can I take, yeah, along with the overriding methods, can I take, yes, along with the overriding methods, I can take the dis method, right? I can take the dis method, guys. Yes or no? So, implementation class, along with the overriding methods, even I can take which method, guys, here? Dis method, right? Even I can take the dis method, right? Exactly. In this case, observe one point. Yes, previously interface contains 2 methods. This class implementation class is overriding the just 2 methods. But now what is the scenario? The interface contains 1 method. If interface contains 1 method, tell me this interface contains 1 method means this implementation class is overriding 1 method and it is having its own method, right? What it is own method, guys? Display is its own method, right? Exactly.
Yes.
In this case, if we take the test client, the test client, you can take the main method, public static void main. So you can take the string array args, yeah, open brace, close brace. Now this case here, as you know, like parent p equal new child, so that I can write the message m equal to new Ratan. Is this correct statement, right?
Yes.
Message m equal to new Ratan. Message is the parent type, new Ratan is the child type, right? Message m equal to new Ratan. Message m equal new Ratan means parent p equal new child, right? Exactly. In this case, you can observe one point. Parent p equal new child means using parent reference, guys. Parent reference, we can call only overriding methods, guys. We can call only overriding methods. Which one is overriding method here? Which is overriding method, right? Because when we have the parent p equal new child, previously also the parent is holding the child object. In that case, using the parent reference variable, we can call only overriding methods. Previously, 2 methods are overriding methods, I can call it. But now, which one is overriding method? Yes, now
Which?
which one is overriding method? Which is overriding method? Definitely, at runtime, which object is created, Ratan object is created. Then what happened, guys? Which method executed? Good morning, Ratan sir execute, right? Yes or no? Good morning, Ratan sir will be execute, right? That's all, guys. Guys, which class contains main method here?
Yes.
Test client contains the main method. We got the message like good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Ratan sir. We got the output, right? Exactly. Yes, but I'm calling m dot what? Which method? Sorry, m
This.
dot what? This method, right? Yeah. When you call the m dot this method, guys, it generate error message. Yes, it will generate what? Error message. See that error message, guys. Method displays variable display is not found, right? Display is not found, guys, because parent p equal new child, using parent reference variable, we can call only which method, guys? Overriding methods. But display is overriding method, the direct method of child class, implementation class.
Direct method of child class.
Guys, display is the, guys, in general 95 cases interface contains 1 method means here we are overriding only 1 implementation, guys. But rare cases we have the direct methods. When we have the direct methods, using parent reference variable, we cannot access the direct method. Then how can we access the direct method means? How can we access the direct methods means? We have to do the type conversion process, guys. Guys, we have to do what? Type conversion process, right? So M is what type of data, guys? Message.
Parent.
M internally contains which object? M is holding which object?
Child object.
Yes, M is holding which object means definitely M is holding Ratan object, right?
Yes.
Yeah, M is holding which object means Ratan object, right? Simply we can typecast which class, guys, here? Ratan class, right? Yeah, simply we can typecast which class here? Ratan class, right? Exactly. Then you can make the Ratan OR. That's all, guys. Because a message m internally contains which object? Ratan object, right? That's what, guys. M, I'm converting which format? Ratan format, right? Guys, M, I'm converting which format means Ratan format. Then definitely it returns which object? Ratan or not? Ratan object, right? Exactly, guys. His left hand side data is not important. Only right hand side data is important. M is a message type. We are converting which format? Ratan type. Also, if you are converting Ratan type, left hand side you can make the Ratan object, right? Right hand side, left hand side you can make the Ratan object, right? Then you can call the R dot which method, guys? Your this method, right? Guys, R dot what? This method. Now we can compile this code. Code is compiled, fine. Java class is called which class, guys? Yeah. Which class here? Test client, right? See the output, guys. We get the corresponding output, right? Exactly. Guys, two examples. I think you got the clarity, right? First case, interface contains two methods. We are overriding the two methods. What about second case, guys? Interface contains one method. We are overriding that methods. Along with that methods, you are taking direct methods. We are taking direct methods. But by using the parent p equal new child, by using parent p equal new child, we can call only which methods, guys? Guys, by using parent p equal new child, we can call only which methods?
Overriding methods.
Overriding.
Yeah, we can in parent p equal new child. Guys, in parent p equal new child, using parent reference variable, we can access only which methods? Overriding methods, right? Yes, we can access only which methods means overriding methods, but we cannot access the direct methods of yes, but we cannot access what? But we cannot access the direct method of implementation classes. Direct method of implementation class. This is a direct method of implementation class, right? So to access the, tell me guys, to access the direct method of implementation class, perform which process, guys? Here type conversion process, right? Guys, remember this conclusion. This conclusion is very, very important. So guys, I think you got the clarity about the parent p equal new child, right? What the advantage of the parent is holding the child class object, right? Okay, the statements are clear now.
Yes, sir.
Guys, any questions, please? Yeah, that's the advantage of parent p
Sir?
equal what? Yeah, tell me.
Sir, if by creating child object, we can directly call both the methods, then what is the use of typecasting?
Parent is holding the child class object means what the advantage? These birds can hold the 10 implementation class objects, right? Think about this scenario mostly because this is a scenario. Birds is like if the method is taking this implementation class of this birds interface, it can hold the 10 implementation class objects, right? Assume like out of 10 implementation class object, only one implementation class only contains extra method. In that case, what I can do? Only that which class is having the extra method, to call that method, B is a bird object. The birds to the corresponding type conversion I can do, right? Only that case I can do the type conversion. Remaining 9 implementations, the parent can hold the child object or not?
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
got the clarity, right? Yeah.
Yes.
If I write the code, maybe directly you're maybe asked like you can create the object of Ratan. Directly you can say like create the object of Ratan. Think like this implementation level. Think like this implementation. Okay, this implementation level means what? Definitely the board is holding the 10 implementation class object. Out of 10 implementation class objects, 10 implementation classes, only one implementation class contains the extra method. In that case, what? To call the extra method, simply I can convert this bird to bird object to the corresponding class object, right? Only that case. Remaining 9 cases, that is holding the all objects, right? Yes, everyone is clear about that statement, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, exactly, guys. Any other questions, please? Good. Yes, next example, you tell me the answer. Next example, I have the parent class contains void m1 method. Child class also contains void M1 method. Observe carefully, guys. Parent class contains void M1 method. Child class also contains the void M1 method. Main method I declared. Parent p equal new child. It means my parent class is holding the child object p dot m1, right? P dot m1 I'm calling. What is the output now?
Parent
Child
M1 method.
Guys, yeah. Usman,
Overriding.
if you, Usman, you tell me. You said parent M1 means this is overriding concept or not? First of all,
Yes,
parent
sir.
class contains. If
Overriding
really
concept.
overriding means it has to execute the child class method or parent class method. If it is really overriding.
Sir, it should be executing the, I mean, as per you, it should be executing the child class method. Since
Yeah.
we are taking the parent class, parent class object memory location, that's why it will execute.
No. Here, which class object is created? Object creation is like child class only. New
But
child is
reference
object creation.
same.
Guys, parent p equal new child means parent is holding the child object. That's it. But object is definitely child only.
Okay.
Hmm?
Yes.
Hmm. Arshita, now tell me. If so guys, you said like it's overriding. If it is really overriding means it has to execute which method? If it is really overriding,
Child
I
method.
yeah, it really has to execute the child method. But it is executing the child method or parent method that we have to see, right? Exactly. But you observe one point here. These methods are instance methods or static methods.
Static.
I taken these are instance methods or static methods. These are
Static
definitely static
Static
methods.
method.
Static methods, method execution depends on object creation or class name.
Clash.
Static methods, method execution depends on what? Object creation or class name. Class name, right? That's what guys here. Here Uchi class p dot m1 means p is Uchi class parent class, right? That's what definitely here parent class m1 executed, guys. Guys, now tell me it's executing. Yeah, because it's a static methods, right? Static methods, method execution depends on object creation or class name. Class name. Then p dot m1 means which class object? P dot m1 means which class object?
Parent class.
Parent class, right? Parent class. So p dot m1 means which class? P is a parent class, right? That's what is executed in the parent m1, right? That's what, guys. Guys, it says that static methods overriding is possible or not possible?
Not possible.
Because here the static methods means the static methods overriding is possible or not possible, guys? Definitely.
Not possible.
Not
Guys, static methods
Not
overriding is possible or not possible means definitely not possible, right? Exactly. If it is really overriding means it has to execute the child method, guys. But it is executing the child method or parent method, definitely parent method, right? That's what, guys. Simply static methods overriding is possible or not possible means not possible, guys. Only we can override which methods means instance methods. Guys, we can override only which methods? Instance methods, right? Guys, please
Sir,
mute, please mute.
in case if we are creating the object as child c is equals to new child and c dot m1, and that scenario,
That scenario C is which class? Child class.
child class.
C is a child class means child method is executed. But it doesn't means like object creation, child means child method executing. It means like C is a child class, that's what child method executing. Okay, child C equal new child means don't think like child object, this method executing. Don't think like that. Child is which variable? Parent variable. Parent class. Child is a parent class means sorry, child is a C is a child class, right? That's what the child class method executing. That depends on that doesn't depends on what object creation, right? Rani, are you clear now?
Yes, sir.
It doesn't depends on object creation. It depends on the class basically. Generally, you're right. Child static methods execution depends on object creation or class name.
Class name.
Hmm. Good. Guys, this concept is generally we can say it, we can call it as a this concept is can call it as a method hiding concept, guys. The child class is hiding the parent class method. Guys, the child class is hiding which method? Parent class method, right? Guys, child class is hiding the parent class method. Observe carefully, guys. In this point is important. Both are instance methods. Both are instance methods means which concept? Method overriding concept, guys. Guys, both are instance methods means method overriding concept. Both are static methods. Both are static methods means which concept? Method hiding concept, guys. In method overriding, signatures must be same, right? Signature must be same. Even method hiding also, signatures must be, yeah, signature must be, tell me guys, even hiding also signature must be same, right? Both case signatures must be same, guys. But instance methods means method overriding signature must be same. Because in method overriding, execution depends on which one? Execution depends on class name, object creation.
Object
Execution
creation.
depends on, yeah, object creation, right? What about method hiding, guys?
Depends on class.
Class
Exactly.
name.
Execution depends on what class name, right? Yeah, that is information, guys. Guys, both are instance overriding concept. Both are static methods means method hiding concept. In both cases, signatures must be same. In method overriding, execution depends on object creation. In method hiding, execution depends on what? Class name, right? Sir, you said both are instance method means overriding. Both are static method means method hiding. But sir, I will take one instance method, one static method with the same signature. This is the same signature, this is the same signature, right? Yeah. Then this concept is valid or invalid, guys? Yes, one is the instance method, one is a static method. Then this concept is valid or invalid means definitely it is invalid. He's saying that M1 in the child, tell me guys, M1 in the child, we cannot override
Cannot
M1 in the
override
parent
M1 parent.
because overridden method is which method, guys? Here? Static method, right?
Static method.
Yes, which method is static method? Yes, which method is a static method here? Overriding method is a static method, right? Exactly. If you take the reverse, guys, if you remove this one, you have static. Now it is saying like overridden method is a static. Yes, previous method is a static. Now it is a overridden method is a static, right? That's what, guys. Both are instance method overriding. Both are static means that is method hiding concept. Is very clear? Guys, if it is a different signature means is there any concept method overriding method hiding? Because if it is a different signature, is any concept of method overriding and method hiding?
No.
No, right? There is no concept of overriding and method hiding, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Signatures must be same, guys. Signatures must be same. Both are instance method means that is called both are instance method means that is called overriding. Both are static method that is called method hiding. But one instance, one static method allowed or not allowed, guys?
Not allowed.
Not allowed, right? Exactly. So finally we decided static methods overriding is possible, not possible, guys. Guys, static methods overriding is possible, not possible. That's a rule number how much? Rule number how much? You? Last class, how many rules are
7,
completed today?
6 rules.
6 rules, huh? Yeah, 7 rules, guys. It is not possible to, yeah, it is not possible to, it is not possible to override which method, guys? Yeah, static method, right? Exactly, guys. It's not possible to override which methods means static methods, right? Exactly, guys. Rule 7 is completed. Exactly, guys. And if you take the rule 8, guys, rule number 8 now. If you take the rule number 8 now, guys, we have the two more rules, right? Rule number 8 and rule number 9. I'll discuss the two rules now. I'll complete this overriding concept by today. Yeah, rule 8, guys. Regarding exception handling. I think we already completed exception handling, right? We already completed exception handling here. If we take like void M1 method, both are I can take the static instance methods, then this concept is definitely overriding concept, right? Guys, this concept is definitely overriding concept. Because here the parent class does not throws any exception. Guys, parent class method is throwing any exception here? No exception, right?
No.
The parent class does not throw any exception. The child class can throws. Okay, the child class can throws only unchecked exception, guys. Only which exception here? Child class can throws only unchecked exception. Arithmetic exception I'm throwing anyhow. I'm throwing arithmetic exception. Is it valid or invalid? Means definitely valid, guys. If the parent class does not throws any exception, the child class can throws only the child class can throws only which exception, guys? Unchecked exception. But threaded dot sleep method throws which exception, guys? While discussing exception handling, threaded dot sleep method throws interrupt exception, right? Yeah, so interrupted, yeah, interrupted exception, right? Exactly. The child class can throws interrupt exception, guys. But now if we compile this code, definitely code is not compiled. It's saying error message. It says like overridden method does not throws an interrupt exception. It says that child class cannot throw this exception, guys. Guys, and what the conclusion here? My father is not throwing any exception. The child can throws only which exception, guys? Unchecked exception. But throwing the checked exception is possible, not possible, guys?
No.
Guys,
Possible.
throwing the checked exception possible, not possible. These are very, very important rule, guys, while discussing exception handling. While handling the exception in the real time, we must know these are the rules, guys, definitely. We got the clarity about this rule, right? What the rule number 8 tell me here? Exception handling rule, tell me, guys. If the parent class, instead of saying parent class method, can I say if the overridden method? If the overridden method does not throws any exception, guys, overridden method means my father method, right? If the
Yes.
overridden method does not throws any exception, in this case, the child can throws the child. Tell me, guys, the child can throws. In this case, the overriding method can throw. Tell me, guys, the overriding method can throws unchecked exception.
Check exception.
Unchecked exception. Simply can make it a single statement. If the overriding method does not throws any exception, in this case, the overriding method can throws. Tell me, guys, can throws only which exceptions? Only unchecked exception,
Check exception.
but not a checked exception, right? Guys, everyone is clear about this statement now. Case 1 is valid and the case 2 is like invalid. Then what is the case 1? What is the case 2 means? I think this is a case 2 because it's an invalid case. What the case 1, guys? The case 1, it throws which exception? Arithmetic exception. Throwing arithmetic exception is possible, right?
Yes.
Exactly. Yes, yes or no? The overriding method can throw which exception, guys? Unchecked exception it can throw, but not checked exception, right? Guys, rule 8 is clear. The overridden method does not throws any exception. My father method does not throws exception. My father method does not throw any exception. In that case, my method, overriding method. My method can throws only which exception, guys? My method can throws only unchecked exception, but not checked exception, right? That's the rule number 8, guys. And rule number 9. Sir, previously you said the parent class does not throws any exception, then child class can throws only unchecked exception but not checked exception. Now this case, the parent is also throwing exception, guys. My father is also throwing exception. If my father is throwing exception, guys, I can throw the same exception. Guys, if my father is throwing exception, my father is throwing which exception here? Arithmetic exception. In that case, I can throw the same exception, arithmetic exception, no problem. Guys, I can throw the same exception, no problem. Otherwise, no exception also no problem, guys. Guys, my father is throwing exception. If my father is throwing exception, I am throwing also same exception. Any problem is there? No problem, right? Yeah. Case 1 is what? overridden method. Tell me, guys. Overridden method and overridden method and what? Overriding method. Overriding method throws same exception, right?
Same exception.
Yeah, same exception, no problem, guys. Okay, good. And case 2 is like my father is throwing exception, guys, but I'm not throwing any exception. Even though you are not throwing any exception, no problem. Right? This code is also no problem. We go to the case 2. My father is throwing exception means overridden method throws exception. Overriding method does not throw exception, also valid, right? This case also valid case, guys. Yes, overridden method throws exception. Overridden method throws exception. Throws exception. The overriding method. Does not throws exception, right? Does not throws exception. No problem, right? Exactly. Yes, first case is like my father is throwing exception, I'm also throwing the same exception, no problem. Second case is like my father is throwing exception, I'm not throwing any exception, also no problem. What is the case 3 now? If we take the case 3, guys, my father is throwing the arithmetic exception. Otherwise, my father is throwing the parent class, exception class. And I am throwing like arithmetic exception. Guys, my father is throwing like exception class, I am throwing like arithmetic exception child class.
Error.
Guys, this case is valid and invalid means valid. No, valid, no problem. Because my father is throwing the parent exception, I am throwing the child exception, right? Yes or no? My father can throws the parent exception, I can throws the child exception, right? That is also not a problem. Okay, and you can compile this code. Definitely, code is compiled fine. Guys, first case is what? My father is throwing exception, I am also throwing the same exception, no problem. Otherwise, my father is throwing exception means I no need to throw the exception, no problem. Otherwise, my father is throwing the parent exception, I can throws. Overridden method. Tell me, guys. Overridden method. Overridden
Throws.
method throws which exception, guys? Overridden method throws parent exception. Then overriding method can throws. Overriding method can throws which exception, guys? Here, child exception.
Child
Right?
exception.
Exactly. This is also valid case, guys. Is it clear now? Yeah. And last case, case number 4, you can see, yes, my father is throwing the parent exception, I can throw the child exception. But my father is throwing the child exception, I am throwing the parent exception, means this is invalid case, guys. Now it's saying invalid. You got error message. So we cannot override in the parent, right? Yeah. M1 in the child, we cannot override M1 in the parent because overridden method does not throws. Overridden method does not throws exception, right? Yeah, something like that. Okay, good, guys. Guys, yes or no? The parent class method throws child exception, but child class is throwing the parent exception is invalid, right? Guys, this is valid, invalid case, right? Because the parent throws. Yeah, that is invalid. You
Child
understood the
exception.
point, right? Yeah, parent throws the child exception. Parent throws the
Child
parent.
exception.
These are the very minor cases, guys, but very important. Probably you can get the clarity, guys. Parent throws child exception is invalid, right? Is invalid, guys, simply. Guys, total how many rules are completed? Total, I think, total 9 rules are completed, right? Exactly, guys. Can please tell me all the rules, guys? Let me write all the rules once. So method overriding rules, guys. But rule 1, tell me now. Rule 1. Guys, what is the rule 1? Tell me.
Final.
First case simply like method signature.
Must be same.
Guys, method signature must be same, right? Exactly. What rule 2, guys? Final methods not possible to. Tell me, guys.
Override.
Final methods not possible to. Yeah, final methods not possible to override. The second rule. What rule 3?
Variables.
Return type must be same at object level or primitive level. Primitive level. Okay. Rule number 4 is what? Object level possible to change the return type, right? Using which concept, guys? Small. Using which concept you can change the return type? Object level.
Covariant.
Yeah. Using which concept means? Covariant return
Covariant.
type concept. Exactly. And rule 5. Rule 5, guys, tell me. I think private methods not possible to override. Yeah. And rule 6 is yesterday class, last class. While overriding, it is possible to maintain the same level permission, right? Yeah. Possible to maintain same level permissions. Tell me, guys, same permissions are what? Are increasing order, right? Guys, possible to maintain same level permissions or increasing order, but not tell me, guys, but not
Decrease.
decreasing, right? Exactly. That is the last class, guys. Today class was the rule number 7. Static methods are not possible
Not possible to override.
not possible to override. That is rule number 7. And rule number 8 is what? Exception handling, right? Exception handling level. Exception handling level.
Parent to child.
Parent does not throws exception. Tell me, guys, parent does not throws exception means parent method. Guys, tell me, parent method does not throws exception. Yes, parent method does not throws exception. In this case, child can throws.
Can throw only unchecked exception.
Child can throws. Parent method does not throws exception, guys. Child method can throws only
Unchecked
exception, guys. Only unchecked exceptions, but not what?
Checked
Checked exception, right? But not checked exception, guys. That's it. Rule number 9. This is also regarding exception handling, right? Now parent is throws exception. Parent is throws exception. Tell me, parent is throws exception means child can throws. Tell me, guys, parent throws exception means what? Child can throws. Same exception is valid, right? Child can throws the same exception, or child cannot throws exception, no problem. Cannot throws exception, no problem. And the child can throws child exception, right? Child can throws child exception. This is also valid. What about fourth case, guys? Here, child cannot throw. Child cannot throws parent exception, right? Guys, child can throws the child exception, but child cannot throws what? Parent exception, right?
Parent exception.
Exactly, guys. Guys, overriding total, how many rules we completed total? We done with 9 rules,
9.
right? Exactly. Does any questions have today, class?
So child can throw same exception, but child cannot
Parent?
throw parent exception.
Yeah.
The fourth point is, I think fourth point should be written differently, sir.
Why? Parent, see, but the fourth point, child class cannot throw parent exception. That is invalid, right?
No, that
It's
is
correct
invalid, sir.
only.
Okay.
Huh?
Yes, sir, it is correct.
See, parent can throw parent exception, child can throw child exception. It's not a problem. Case 3 is what valid, right? The parent is throwing exception means child can throw the subclass exception, no problem. Child can throw the subclass exception, but child cannot throw the parent exception, right?
Okay.
Child cannot throw the parent exception, right? Yeah. Guys, that's all about your overriding rules. We're done with the overriding rules.
So
Try
in
to
this concept, we have the tight coupling and loose coupling.
sorry.
Do we have the same
Coupling
concept
is,
as
yeah, coupling is different concept that I'll tell you later classes. Overriding is different, coupling is different. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. That's all. Overriding is completed, guys. We'll meet in tomorrow class. We'll take some main method concept, guys. We'll discuss about the public static void main. So every day the exhibition starts from main method, right? So we'll see how the main method is implemented internally. Okay.
I mean, you will explain that strings, public static void main strings are. Okay.
Complete main method syntax. Tomorrow
Okay.
maybe it will take day after tomorrow. So next 2 classes it will take main method mostly. No? Yeah,
Okay,
tomorrow.
sir.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.